Your mom thinks you are special, but the recruiter does not. Behind every successful man, there are two things. Number one, a good omen. Number two, a great LinkedIn profile. You want the recruiter to chase after you, not the other way around. In this video, we are going to level up your LinkedIn profile. We have three very simple goals. Number one, increase profile views. Number two, increase number of connections. And three, get recruiter attention. All right, let's get started. So first things first, the profile picture. So the requirement is a lot relaxed these days. You can put yourself in suit and jacket and stuff if you want, but you could show some personality as well. So for example, this is my friend Kyle's LinkedIn profile. You could see he's wearing a nice leather jacket. That's cool. This is my other friend Simon's profile picture. You could see that he's showing some of his tattoos, his AWS belt. So it's up to you. As long as you are not clipping your profile picture from like family picture with people behind you, or like their hand hovering over your shoulder and stuff, or like you like have a door behind you, you are fine. Next up is tagline. So treat this like maybe you run into your crush in an elevator. So you have like 10 seconds and your crush asks you, hey, what do you do these days? Think of your tagline that you will tell her or him, right? So I recommend putting your current position and then something you are proud of. So maybe your highest certification or some accomplishments that you want to show off. It should be succinct. So for me, I have put the current position in my company and then the published Udemy instructor that I'm proud of. So one tip, do not put looking for a job and all that stuff in your tagline. Because recruiters are not gonna click you if you put looking for a job here, because they don't go through thousands of profiles manually and then only click the LinkedIn profiles which says looking for a job in their tagline. So the way it works is, see the show recruiters you are open to work. So if you click this option in LinkedIn, then recruiters will see you in their list. Right? And at that point, it's like a waste of valuable space if you put that looking for a job in your tagline. Like I said, it should be something, it should be short and impactful. All right, so next up is the about section. So two things to keep in mind for this section. Number one, clearly define your roles and responsibilities in this section, so that if a recruiter or anyone who is trying to connect with you look at this, they know what you do and what kind of role you'll be good at in your future, right? Don't try to show yourself like do it all. Like I have seen profiles who has put, oh, I manage a big team, but I am also hands-on. I am also doing coding. I also architect stuff, right? I also manage all the products, right? So the thing that they try to do is they try to fit themselves into every open job position possible. But that's not good. Recruiters will see through it and they won't be coming after you because they know that you are a jack of all trades, master of none. Second tip is include keywords that comes up in SEO. So recruiters use a bunch of tools to scan your profile, your resume to see you have some keywords. So if you are into machine learning, use the terms of machine learning, like maybe like scikit-learn, say that you are expert at supervised learning or like graphics learning, etc. So you can search keywords for your area of expertise and include it in this about section. So next up is this featured section. So this is a really great section to highlight yourself, set yourself apart from the common folks because not everyone has this featured section. So you can add a link to your YouTube or blogs or any other things that you did, like any URL. Even LinkedIn articles you can highlight, right? So you can see show articles published on LinkedIn. So publish something, like maybe something that you worked on, something cool that you thought will be useful to others. Maybe you created a CI/CD pipeline, and which is not like given in some document. Maybe you followed some guide and then you added something and that made it much more useful. So publish something and put it in your featured section to set yourself apart. So next, I'm gonna jump into the most important section and then come back to other things. So the most important section in your LinkedIn profile is the skills and endorsement section. So if you try to apply for a job in LinkedIn, or a recruiter is trying to find a candidate, they go by this section. So make sure, let's say you are switching your career and you learn something new, maybe you learned AWS or some other cloud, make sure you add the skill. This is super important. And after you add a skill, if that skill you wanted to highlight, make sure you make it as top skill. If you don't add a top skill, LinkedIn will pick for you, and that might not be what you want to highlight, right? So that's number one. And the next thing is endorsements. And there are two kinds of endorsement, like anyone who endorses you, but they are not highly skilled at it. But see how LinkedIn shows that for my AWS skill, I am endorsed by GK and 3 others who are highly skilled at this. I'm also endorsed by 4 of my colleagues at AWS, right? So this is valuable because this shows up to any other person and also to recruiters. So as they say, you cannot win the war alone, right? So if you are learning a new skill, you are good at it, make sure that you help others so that they can endorse you in that skill. So because this is very valuable. Similarly, if you guys and girls apply to jobs via LinkedIn, and let's say if you have premium, so I'm going to show you two right now. So actually, let me reactivate premium for free. So I'm just going to do it for you guys and girls. Okay, so I just activated premium for you guys and girls. Don't say I don't do anything for you guys. Okay, so let's say this Bloomberg Cloud Solutions Architect, right? It could be anything. I'm just showing an example. So here you could see I'm the top 25%, and the skill is number 1, and then the experience and the current role. So you can see it's matching the skills based on what skills you have and what skills the job is asking for. So every job has some skills that's listed. So you can see if you are going for, let's say, a solutions architect in AWS, you can explore those jobs and you can see what skills they are looking for. Solutions architecture, project management, Linux, Oracle, right? So similarly, if I look up another job, okay, how about the Rackspace job? So if I go down, so I'm in the top 10% applicants. So why am I top 10%? Because I have 4 out of 10 top skills amongst all applicants. So it's comparing against other applicant skill, right? But the more important thing is you can go explore the jobs and see what skills they're asking for, and then learn those skills and add those skills in your LinkedIn profile. So hopefully you guys and girls are finding this video helpful. If yes, please click that like button and subscribe. I have a bunch of similar contents on how to switch career, tips and tricks to move your career to cloud, and other technical videos. And more importantly, so I'm going to review one of my friends' profile here. If you want me to take a look at your LinkedIn profile, put some comment in with your LinkedIn, and then I'm going to go take a look at it. Add me in LinkedIn. I'm going to give it in the description. But keep in mind that I have limited time, so I will respond like maybe first 70 or 100 comments or something. But anyway, hopefully you guys are finding this helpful. But let's go through the rest of the sections, and then we are going to review my friend Kyle's LinkedIn profile. All right, so now that we covered skills and endorsement, let's go up. So license and certifications, I think you guys and girls don't need anything on this. Just add all your license and certifications in this section. And then experience, similarly, put your experience. Try to be succinct and to the point on this. Don't write your whole life story, like where you went to college, what you did afterwards, what you like to eat, what kind of movies you like to see. just put to the point bullets, and then put keywords related to your area of expertise in here as well. So next up is activity, right? So this one is important. So see how it shows what I did, right? So if you can get likes and comments from like a good LinkedIn person, like who has a lot of followers, who has some featured stuff and people like that person, then it's gonna show it on their activities. So let's say I commented on Rohit's LinkedIn profile, congrats Rohit. So now when people visit my profile, they can see this activity and they can go check out Rohit, right? So now it's gonna open his profile and all that good stuff. So go and engage with other profiles, and that's gonna help visibility for your LinkedIn profile. So let's get back to reviewing my friend Kyle's profile. Okay, so see, his tagline is good, but it could be better because the title is the whole thing. Maybe I will reduce this vice president to VP or something, because everyone knows they are vice president. And then I know Kyle has like a CompTIA security certification, so maybe I'll put that in the tagline, right? So that's number one. Number two, his about section is too small. Ideally, he should put a little bit of description about his job with some keywords. Activity, my man Kyle is falling off a little bit. So I think I'm going to see him this Friday, and then I'm going to tell him that he needs to engage in some of the activities. So same thing for experience. He has like no description at all. So seems like he's not looking for a job. But if he was looking for a job, he needs to level up his LinkedIn game, right? Because look at this description. If a recruiter comes and look at this, and the recruiter reads like simplifies and modernizes the enterprise access review platform experience with focus on sustainability and risk reduction. I mean, might as well throw it away, right? Delete this profile. Okay, and the next thing is, okay, so he has this security CompTIA. So yeah, he should highlight this definitely, because this is a difficult certification to get. So he's definitely trying to focus on the security. So definitely should include this in the tagline in his profile. Skills and endorsement. See, even though he's trying to go in the security, and I think even from the job description, even though it's very sparse, risk reduction. So you could tell that he is in the security stuff, access certification, identity and access management. But he is not highlighting those in the skills and endorsement. So leadership is good, but then he is highlighting Microsoft Office and Microsoft Excel. So if I click show more, let's see, tools and technologies. So see, he should highlight risk management or cyber security, risk assessment, that kind of stuff, which is more relevant to his area of expertise. All right, next up is this recommendations section. It doesn't matter, like no one checks this recommendations section anymore. So think about yourself. If you check someone else's profile, what do you look at, right? Do you look at the tagline, the about, work experience, and the skills? And then how many times do you actually read these recommendations? So this is kind of old school. It's not as important as it used to be. Again, interest also doesn't matter unless you put some heavily biased political group or something. So don't do that in LinkedIn. That's good for Facebook and Twitter, but LinkedIn, keep it professional. All right, guys and girls, that is the video. So Kyle, thank you for being the sacrificial lamb. I'm gonna give Kyle's LinkedIn profile link in my description as well. Toss him a connection. If you like this video, please click that subscribe button. Smash it if that's something you are into. Like this video. Put if you agree with what I said. Did I miss something? Did you hate it? Put stuff in the comment, and then I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Bye.